Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a good old-fashioned will I buy it. So this idea was started by Samantha March here on YouTube. I'm going to link her channel down below. You should absolutely check hers out. She does these weekly. I do these a little bit less often because I'll be honest, I don't buy a whole lot of stuff. So for me to want to buy something, it has to be a damn good, damn special. And I'm a little worried this time because I've seen some things that are damn good and damn special. But if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Linda and I talk about cruelty-free beauty, makeup, skincare, hair care, all of that. And I put out several videos a week, so please consider hitting that subscribe button or maybe just giving this a thumbs up if you're feeling generous, if you're feeling kind. And let's jump right into this. I'm gonna put pictures of all the items I'm talking about because I don't yet own any of these. Oh, my wallet is so screwed in the next few months, so screwed. All right, this is available now, and this is a massive new collection from KC Cosmetics. It is called Poison Shock. So they have 9 color shadow palettes that are $15 each, and it looks like they have 6 palettes, which are all fairly monochromatic, and they look amazing. And $15 each is so super reasonable. That green one is kind of screaming at me, not gonna lie. But there's also liquid eyeshadows. There's 5 of them. I'm probably going to skip over that. As pretty as those look, I want to use more liquid eyeshadows, but I just don't. There's 6 false eyelashes, a strobe shock highlighter palette, which looks pretty, but I don't tend to use palettes that look like that with like huge pans or anything like that. There's a lip gloss. There's a 8-piece face and brush set for $24. There's so much in this collection that it's like you don't even know where to look, but I love the color story of those eyeshadow palettes. I love that they put out these kind of monochromatic palettes, but all the colors look super bright, and it looks like you can make a cohesive look with each palette, which is one of my pet peeves usually, is like if you get a palette where you just need to go into another palette to complement the look. I don't necessarily hate that, but I don't love it either when you have to go into multiple palettes. So while this is pretty, I might pick up an eyeshadow palette, but I'm gonna skip over most of the collection just because it's a lot. It's a lot. This is one that really threw me for a loop, okay? So this comes out on October 12th, and this is by Kylie Cosmetics, which I have never, since day one, since the days of the lip kits, I've never been interested really in anything from Kylie, but this I'm all over. This is Kylie and A Nightmare on Elm Street. So Nightmare on Elm Street is hands down my favorite horror movie franchise. I feel like I'm in the minority there. I feel like everyone is like, ooh, Halloween, ooh, Saw, ooh, Scream. No. I am all about Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is all about me, okay? Quick fun fact, when I was little, I was kind of obsessed with watching Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. I definitely wanted to be Karen. She was the badass girl who had the mohawk for part of it.
In my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad.
But anyway, my brother. So there's a scene in the movie where Freddy rips the veins out of a boy's arms and he walks him like a marionette puppet down the hallway like this. My brother used to walk by my room at night just going, ah, and make me think that Freddy had him. It was kind of fucked up. But back to the makeup, this eyeshadow palette is such a hell yes for me. The whole collection I think is really cool, but that eyeshadow palette especially, I'm all over it. I think they did it so well in that they included, you know, the dark green and the reds from Freddy's sweater, but otherwise this is a nice cohesive palette. Like even if you didn't know this was Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel like this would be an amazing palette. So the eyeshadow palette is $30. There's a lip lacquer trio, there's false lashes, and then there's a lip and cheek jelly stain. I have no interest in anything but the palette. And if I can get my hands on that palette, I am definitely going to be. I already have an alarm set in my phone. I freaking love it. Way to go, Kylie Cosmetics. All of the holiday stuff is starting to come out now, and by holiday, I don't mean Halloween, even though we haven't gotten there yet. Of course, I mean, you know, the wintry month holidays. And here is Too Faced collection. It's just a whole bunch of holiday sets that they're coming out with. So there's a Better Than Sex vault. There's a plumping station to go. There's Stuff My Stocking, Holly Jolly Hangover. I'm getting none of it. I'm getting none of it. Am I the only one who is completely and utterly unenthused by anything Too Faced nowadays. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy better than Sex Mascara, but there are mascaras I enjoy way more than that, and I feel like Too Faced has become the basic bitch of the makeup world. Am I wrong on this? Again, I'm just bored by it. I'm just bored by it. It just looks so blah and boring to me. Can I say bored anymore? Like the Eye and Cheek palettes, they just look so blasé. They look like 84 shades of light pink and beige. I will not be buying a single item of this, and may God have mercy on their soul. This one just says coming soon, so I don't know the date on it, but Colourpop is releasing another one of their mega palettes. So this is a 30 pan palette, and it's called Play It Jewel. That's a cute name, okay? So it's all jewel tones with a couple of mattes and shimmers and just neutral tones rather thrown in. I'm not going to be buying any of this. I mean, it's pretty, but I think I'm officially past the days of palettes that are the size of my closet door. I just think that we're gravitating away from that. You know what I mean? Now, I feel like this would be a great gift if, let's say, you had a niece or a nephew that is just getting into makeup. This would be something great to gift to them and build their collection and have them start playing. But I feel like if you already have kind of a little bit of a collection going, these huge palettes, they're just too big. There's too much there. I'm not interested in it. It's very pretty. The swatches look stunning, but I'm going to stick away from it. So available now, Hipdot has come out with a collection that is inspired by the Addams family. So there's an eyeshadow palette, an 8-pan eyeshadow palette, a Morticia lipstick trio, which comes with red, black, and gray lipsticks. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then there's the whole collector's box set, which looks sort of like church cathedral doors or maybe a tombstone. Very, very beautiful set. I will say I'm not going to personally be buying any of this because I have something that looks very similar already to this eyeshadow palette, and that is the Melt Waiting Room palette. So no, it is not exactly the same, but I do feel like it's similar enough where I don't need that. But if you're somebody who missed out on this palette when it was available, and this is on your palettes that got away list, I made a whole video about that. If you're interested, I'll link it in the cards right up here. But if that's something you were interested in, I feel like this palette looks like a fantastic dupe and at half the cost. So I'm not going to pick this up, but you might. Let me know in the comments down below. Also available now, and we're going back a little bit because, again, I don't do these videos every single week. Colourpop did come out with, I guess you'd say, a part 2 to their collaboration with Hocus Pocus, and it was really cute. You know, it had some Super Shock shadows, it had eyeshadow palettes, it had 3, I think it was lip cremes. I didn't buy any of this. I'm not going to buy any of this, but it does look pretty, and if you're somebody who's into Hocus Pocus, I could see why you'd want this whole collection, but it doesn't really do anything for me, and I can't explain why. There's just something about it that's off, like something about it that I needed to be a little bit punchier, and I feel like people went crazy over this, but I'm not sure why. If you got this, let me know down below what you think of it, and what is it that drew you to this palette, because I don't get it. Ooh, I kind of want this. Okay, so I love makeup eraser. It's what I use to take off my makeup most days, along with, you know, a balm or an oil. But Makeup Eraser has come out with a specialty one for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's covered in titties. It is covered in titties. It is covered in big titties, little titties, saggy titties, high titties, far apart titties, all the titties. Normally, I would roll my eyes at something like this and call it just a PR scheme, but 10% of the proceeds of this are going to Team Edith to help support the fight against breast cancer. And it's not like they've raised the price to make up for that. It's the same price. So I do love that money would be going to such a good cause. And also, you'd be washing your face with titties. Come on. That is so freaking cute. Like, I genuinely want to buy this for everyone I know. That is, oh, I feel like I need it. Oh my gosh, which ones am I? Which ones am I? Look at this cute little holiday set. Okay, so we have another holiday set. I don't know if it's out yet. Oh, it's available October 7th, so yes, it's out. This is a collab between Sol de Janeiro and Lights Lacquer. So you get this bright mustardy yellow nail polish from Lights Lacquer, which is Kathleen Light's brand, and you get the hand cream, which it says on there, yeah, Sol Cheerio. So it has that iconic Boom Boom scent in it. And I love a hand cream, and I love that shade of nail polish. I don't see any price on here. That's an almost definite yes for me. Look at me. Look. I feel like 9 times out of 10 when I do these videos, I am shitting on every single product in the market, and now I want it all. Okay, available now, we have another Too Faced product. So this is separate from the sets I was just talking about. And this is the Christmas Coffee Mini Eyeshadow Palette. Retails for $27. It has 8 shades in it. I have to admit, I do think that this one is cute. The color story in this one is nice. I do think that you can create a cohesive look with this. You do have matte shimmer and metallic finishes. I'm probably not going to buy it just because it's nothing that's blowing me away, but I will say for somebody who just shat on Too Faced no more than like, what, 2 minutes ago, I do think this one is cute and this would make a cute gift. Again, I'm not buying it though. Here's another one that so many of you recommended to me. You tagged me in it. You sent this to me on Instagram, and I'm just not buying it because I do not like it. This is the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell 2 palette. So I listed the original Moon Spell as one of the palettes that got away. One of the palettes I never got my hands on and I really wanted to. The color story in that was so appealing to me, whereas the color story in this one is so not. I enjoy purple eyeshadow. I don't enjoy purple eyeshadow enough to have a palette with, let me count, I would safely say that 13 out of the 20 colors in this palette are purple or purple based in some way. And I don't like purple that much, okay? I don't need, it's just so much. It's so much and I don't feel inspired by it at all. And I feel so many of these colors look exactly the same. Like in that second row down, there's 2 like lavender purples. They look exactly the same in every picture I've seen. I'm sure people will love it because I've heard the quality of Lunar is beautiful, but this palette, it does nothing for me. No. All right, here's one where they haven't really given any information at all. And in fact, they even state that information is not going to be given for a few weeks. But the very first teaser came out for Melt Cosmetics Holiday Collection. So in the past, their holiday collections, let me remind you, have been the Amor Eterno collection that had the ever famous Muerte palette that people go rabid for, and the Vita palette, which I have on my eyes today. It's still available on their site. Everything's gonna be linked down below, but if you think you missed out on the Vita palette, you haven't. But anyway, the collection following that was the Beetlejuice collection, which I bought all of. This one I think is going to be absolutely no different. So Laura Ariano, who is one of the founders of Melt Cosmetics, one of the owners, posted this photo as a teaser. And she definitely said that the gel liner is called Colibri. So when I looked it up, that means hummingbird. So I kept looking and I looked at everyone else's answers, and I think that this is going to be a collection of, it's like hummingbird, butterfly. It's beautifully colored things that can fly. I don't know how they're going to word that. Maybe it's like things in flight, or just called flight or something like that. But I have a feeling it's just going to be lots of very rich, bright tones. Dana Bomar, one of the other owners of Melt, keeps talking about how personal this collection is. And if that sparkly teal liner is any indication of how this collection is going to be, I have no doubt I'm going to buy the whole damn thing again and spend so much money. I cannot wait. Typically, their collections tend to come out in the beginning of November. So you do have time, before the holiday shopping season. So you can spend money on yourself and then spend money on friends and family for the holidays. You have to be kind to yourself. All right, I'm only grabbing one thing from kind of the indie makeup world because it's the only thing that really attracted my attention. This is a palette, and I'm not going to lie, I hate the packaging of this palette. I'm just going to say that I hate the packaging of this palette, but this is a brand I'm not familiar with called Amo Cosmetics, and it's cosmetics with an X at the end. They say that they are vegan and cruelty-free, but this is their Sunflower Pressed Pigment Palette. So it has all matte pigments, 5 of them, for $22. And it is so gorgeous. It is so lovely and like that grungy brightness that I love. Like I love when it's like olive greens mixed with browns mixed with yellow, like that kind of grunge look. I'm not huge on like an entirely black eye. Like that doesn't work very well on me. But this kind of thing, oh my God, if you have blue eyes especially. So let me know in the comments, have you ever tried Amo Cosmetics? Because this is one I definitely have my eye on. Oh God, those swatches just have me drooling. So that's it. Those are all the things that I am either considering buying or I'm shitting on actively, as one does. As always, let me know in the comments down below, what items are you looking into picking up? What is piquing your interest? What is not piquing your interest? Tell me all about it. And also, I did mention this before, but since I try to only review cruelty-free makeup, skincare, hair care, there are other releases, plenty of other releases that are coming out soon. I always look at Trend Mood 1 on Instagram, Indie Makeup Spotlight. There's all sorts of Instagram accounts that show you the new releases, so feel free to check them out. But that is it. Please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, I don't know which with the hand flippies, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. Oh, also my nails. They're gone for a minute because I ripped them all off. It's a long story. But anyway, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.